advantage there.
Coming by way of knockout, rated as the #1 WBA super welterweight contender in the world. Please welcome El Oro de Guantánamo, Eryslandi, Lara. Tonight, please welcome the former WBO interim junior middleweight champion of the world, the #3 WBA super welterweight contender in the world. Here is Alfredo, El Perro, Angulo.
Power, who will be able to impose his will and skill. #1 underway. And
it might be the power, the anticipated power of Angulo that is making him a little bit more careful.
And remember, to a very interesting fight about a guy like Eryslandi Lara, one of the most technically proficient fighters in the game, Paulie.
Yeah, and a former Cuban amateur standout, comes from that Cuban amateur school. So, you know, those guys always look for any particular spot. We get close and hit him. Starting to get his rhythm here.
He's had many in the first round. Uses the jab as a rangefinder, so his defensive skills are considerable.
Angulo immediately attacking the body, digging round, punch totals. He's able to sneak the right hand through the guard, but Angulo just
starts covering up, and then he'll come back to defend.
Uppercut by Angulo. In fact, he's pushing.
Yeah, he's not throwing them with great control. Even those left hooks to the body, they're good. You're supposed to.
Now Angulo has Lara on the ropes.
And of course, he had issues with him.
Angulo rips the left hook to the body. And now Angulo coming forward with a nice counter jab there by.
Much more leverage on him, throwing them with much better intent.
He's believing in them. He's believing in them because Virgil Hunter, the instruction he gave him, has
footwork trying to escape again, ripping the left hook to the body and a left uppercut as well. And now Lara fighting off the ropes.
And you know, Angulo,
but now they're fewer and far between.
Bull versus the Matador, and thus far the Bull getting the best of him here in the 3rd round.
You see the good shot by Lara, but it's
great. There's a nice straight left right on the inside, and that's an area that Angulo would like to exploit.
Yeah, he hasn't, but when he gets distance, he's punching well.
But here at close quarters, Angulo getting the best. A traumatic experience that he went through.
Yeah,
scoring through 3 rounds.
I'm curious round for Angulo.
And battering away at the body.
Because against a southpaw, you're bumping lead shoulders. It's hard to get in the hook to the body sometimes from the inside. Because he can bump you. He can kind of use his lead shoulder to bump you off.
But as a righty, he's getting leverage on it.
And Lara goes down for the first time in his career.
Those body shots.
The 4th round, a minute and a half left. Popping the...
Kind of caught Lara off guard, surprised him a bit.
Still counter-punching back. That's what making this such a fun fight. Canvas. Angulo had been working hard to the body, and then the left hook over the top. And of course, that's Angulo's best punch. We saw in many other fights him create knockdowns. In fact, it really is almost a double left hook because he landed to the body, and that helped set up that left hook that set Lara down. Props to Eryslandi Lara for getting up from that punch and for being able to continue.
And got caught while he's throwing that left-hand uppercut. It was working so well for him. And props to Angulo for making the adjustment.
Lara did land his share of
sharpshooting him.
Unofficial scores.
Amazing poise since that. And so Jackson's helped him probably.
Good combination.
Very big comeback round for Eryslandi Lara after getting knocked down. He threw some excellent combinations, and this was toward the end of the round where Angulo was trying to pressure him, but
impressive bounce back round for
one of those big money fights, and deservedly so.
And they
get even.
I think you can make. Lara keeps this fight in the center of the ring.
The ingredients put together thus far has been a very... Lara backing up and delivers the
hook to get him out of danger. Has been just an
first knockdown of his career, but has bounced back very nicely, and we are in a war here of attrition.
Shot is to kind of do some foreshadowing about what happened. 4 terrific body shots. Will this pay dividends later for Angulo because he's landed so many of these? He gets in position, throws with, I think, a lot of authority. He throwing really excellent left hooks downstairs. I mean, he just keeps banging away with that punch, and a couple actually stray a little bit low, but he's committed.
Point I was making, you know.
in his last fight that caused the start. We have none of that in this bout.
Yeah, you see a lot of it with the conventional versus the southpaw fighter, but your absolute hands are down, getting busy, nice. Left hand, but Angulo counters with a combination of his own to the body and then upstairs.
It was close around.
The white, red, and blue in that combination, but it's Lara again just picking him off with a nice straight 1-2. Oh, and the left hook drops Lara for the second time in the fight.
Happened earlier in the fight, and it happened again. As Eryslandi Lara moved to his left, or his right, excuse me, he got nailed with the left hook by Angulo. And good for Angulo for not throwing another punch when he was down. We'll take another look at it. The right hand is low.
Came up with his chin up.
And Angulo throws with great conviction. When you get hit with a left hook by Alfredo Angulo, you are going to feel it.
Had his chin up in the air as he came out.
Chin goes up, he goes down.
And astonishingly, there was a minute and a half left in this round when that happened. Lara not only got through the round.
Alfredo Angulo. Victor Ortiz, what that can lead to against Josecito Lopez. Total power punches.
And you see Lara's landed more than his share, but the two important ones are those hooks.
And now Lara may have hurt Angulo with that combination, and Angulo's hurt, and he's stopping the fight. Wow! Unbelievable!
What happened? He just turned his back.
It's just throwing a punch, so whatever happened, it created this terrible situation to the eye. Now there's just this couple of straight left hands. Still have.
Might have been the first one.
The first one, I think, is the one that did it.
Yeah, because it kind of grazed him.
And, you know, the point is, those were just punches by Lara. So whatever caused that, here comes the left hand. I mean, that's just a beautiful straight left hand.
Yeah, it's the kind of left hand he's been throwing all night out.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't
Just
do
the thumb,
anything
the thumb
different.
might have caught him.
Yeah, I mean,
Champion of the world, el oro de Guantánamo, Eryslandi.